name is Rosane Santos from grade 12 STEM C, and today I'm going to present you a simple experiment entitled Investigating Pressure in Watercolor.
Objectives.
Our objectives: number 1, to compare the pressure exerted by a liquid at different depths. Number 2, to state the relationship between pressure and depth of liquid. And number 3, to state the relationship between pressure and density of liquid. Required materials for these experiments: 2 1 ml plastic bottle, water, a soldering iron, a pencil pen, and a rectangular tray. Take a bottle and make holes in it near the bottom. The holes should be made at different places around the bottle, all the same level. Cover the holes with a piece of tape. Fill the bottle with water. Place the bottle near the rectangular tray and take off the masking tape, and observe how the water spouts out. You can see these 3 horizontal holes have water sprouting out at equal distances. What this tells us is that water at the same depth have the same pressure. Take a second bottle and make 3 holes, 1 near the top, 1 part way down, and 1 near the bottom. Cover the holes with a tape. Label the holes A, B, and C respectively. It is most convenient if the holes are slightly staggered around the bottles. Fill the bottle with water. Place the bottle near the rectangular tray and take off the masking tape, and observe how the water spouts out. The water pressure is the least at hole A. The water spouts out the shortest distance. There is less water pressure at hole B. The water spouts out at a shorter distance. The water pressure at hole C is the greatest. The water spouts out the farthest. We have a container and then we make 3 holes at the container. We found that the hole at the lowest, the water spouts the farthest compared to the other 2 holes, and the highest hole, it spouts the closest to the container. We can conclude that the deeper inside the liquids, the higher the pressure, and shallower it has a lower pressure, so the conclusion, the pressure in a liquid increases with depth. The deeper inside the liquids, the higher the pressure. Shape, size, and area. Pressure in liquid does not depend on the shape of the container. You see here, we have 3 containers with different shape. You see that the height of the liquid is the same. For these 3 containers, means that the depth and these 3 points are the same. Since the depth are the same, so therefore the pressure are the same at the bottom. Even though this three container has different shape, it doesn't matter. Pressure in liquid does not depend on the size of the container. The shape is the same, but this one is much bigger compared to this. But still, the pressure will be the same at the bottom as long as the depth of the water is the same, so pressure are the same at the bottom. Pressure in liquids does not depend on the area of its surface. So we have two containers and we have two objects, A and object B. To different area A is smaller than B. Area A is smaller than area B. But the pressure exerted on area A is the same as the pressure exerted on area B. So the pressure in liquid does not depend on the area of its surface. Bigger surface, small surface, the pressure is always the same. All points at the same level has same pressure. The level of the surface of a liquid in a container is always the same because for a given liquid, the pressure is always equal at the same level. As we saw in this experiment, the hole that has the most water above it shot water out the farthest and with the most force. This is because as the water depth increases, the water pressure increases. Water pressure is created from the weight of the water pushing down on an object or a surface. Water is very heavy and dense, so the deeper underwater you go, the more weight or pressure you will feel. Pressure in liquids increases with depth. As you go deeper into the liquid, the greater the pressure is as shown by spouting out of water into the lower level of the bottom. Pressure also acts in all directions. At a particular depth, it acts equally in all directions. And that's it for my physics experiment presentation. I hope you learned something and thank you for listening. Bye!